I cannot see it because only 2 screens are working from my 5. I cannot split it, right?
I don't know.
So I will see just the Discord shit, and
Another thing that's good is once it gets running, it gets streaming, you can right-click on your own image and do show non-video participants and unclick that, and then it'll just be the shared stream, and you won't see the other people in the room.
no, it's not about that because I have the stream itself is running on a separate monitor now, right? Because
Right.
I'm sharing the
Yeah.
monitor, right? But of course, I want to
Hit
watch
play.
also on YouTube.
Well, hit play, man.
I will hit play if Sydney tells me if we are live. Then I will do it.
I'm trying to go live. You're the best people to let me know if I am live.
Okay, so I'll go over on my Fire Stick and see what's happening on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I'm multi-rebendable over here, and it's all to your advantages.
Sure.
Okay, because I'm the tech whiz.
All right, I see a connection, an excellent connection.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Sydney's channel. Live now, it says. Okay, and it's showing. We click on it, see what it gets. Hello? Yeah, it's on. It's running live.
It's on. I've heard the echo.
Yeah, that's my TV set. So.
Very good.
So you can hear us talking. They've been listening to us talking like this.
Yeah, of course. This is what we did like on the other stream for like.
Well, it's been streaming for 88 seconds, and there's one watching right now. So let's take over the world.
Okay, I'm going to change the scene, and then I'm going to keep quiet, and I'm going to let you do your thing. Okay.
Yeah, but kind of before you do that.
Yeah.
I still need a link to the. Oh no, let me just look it up. YouTube, Sydney Winston.
My system's still running ultra slow.
Yeah, I got ultra slow. I gotta mute my TV.
Oh, okay.
That's another remote control. Where would that?
So I have it too.
So, the fuck am I looking for now? I can't. How do I do this?
This is just crazy.
I'll fuck it up, you guys.
Okay, so it seems like from my end we are ready. We are streaming, and everybody's waiting for that, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to go on mute, and I'm going to let you take it away.
So welcome to the reaction video. It's Sydney Winston channel, done myself. The name is not important. And Bill, and I don't know if she wants to be mentioned, but if she wants, we'll hear her.
Yeah, that's fine.
Later. It's Rose. She's with us. So we'll just start the video. Let's play.
You say he is.
I literally
automatically tells me you're not going to give me an answer.
So if you're not interested in talking and interested in staying in
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I have to interrupt once again. So for those people who didn't, because I didn't start the video from the beginning. So the question was addressed to Caligula. The question was from the guy who was asking him, what are the reasons why you believe in Islam? And he started with, because Allah, He is. And then the guy interrupted him. Oh, you started with He is, not why I'm believing in it. I'm sorry about that. But now we make the most confusion of it we could do. And now we go on.
I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna give me a description on him, then I'm not
You're
gonna.
gonna be.
See, there he goes. Now he's being very Christian and Darth Dawkins-esque in his approach. Look at him. Look at him. He thinks he knows everything. Quite a smug little bastard, eh? What a smug little prick.
Shouted it a bit.
Yeah, I know he's gonna completely overtalk me when I'm giving him coherent answers.
Okay, we're gonna challenge the coherent answers. Okay, remember he said coherent answers. Just kidding. No, I'm not kidding.
So I can already tell he's a bull in a china shop. He doesn't want to have a decent conversation.
Okay, so now he's already at home. He's already setting this guy up as an enemy, which is more Christian than it is Islamic, in my opinion.
But that's fine. I can play that game too. So the reason why I believe is because, or you asked me why I believe in Allah, because Allah is the causal principle, the necessary being in a contingent world that has intelligence and that used his free will to choose to actualize the universe in which we live in.
Yeah, I don't know if somebody clicked at the same time as I did. So, in fact, if you listen to this argument, it's exactly the Darth Stalking argument, right? So now we have two different gods, or two different beliefs, which hate each other. No, not really. They still believe in the same God, except the God of the Christians is not the God of the Muslims, and the God of the Christians is not the God of the, does it twice, Muslims? The God of the Christians is not the God of Islam, but they're giving us the same argument. He is the source of intelligibility, and he is the source of everything. I hope. Yeah, let's continue.
Did you hear that? Allah does it. Now, when you speak to Darth Dawkins, it's Jesus does it. When you speak to J-Dubs, it's Yahweh does it. Now, this guy says Allah does it. All right. He's digging himself a really deep hole here.
So, you see now that we make a reaction video to the reaction video, the reaction, because you hear the comments of Sydney in the background. Those comments are from the video. My comments are live. And it's funny that we stopped with 1 second difference, because I don't know this video, right? I'm watching this the first time. Also the video which Sydney commented to, and we stopped it at exactly the same time. And even if it wasn't word for word, it's exactly the same objection. Bill, Rose, any comments? Or you are confused like everybody else?
No, I got it. You're doing great. I thought it was Sydney actually doing commentary at the same time you were.
No.
I'm
yeah.
on total mute.
I was laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So if your Sydney's voice is now like, so Sydney is now the time traveler. He is with us, listening to the video because this is on his channel. You listen to his comments, and he also make comments live. So
just for reference, this video reaction that I did that Pio is watching was
through YouTube.
Is from YouTube, and it was from end of October last year. So it's a good. It's aged very well, because what we're going to talk about next at some point is the indictment against this fellow, which is on the left-hand side of your screen. If you can't read it, then let me know.
Iron Tia already noticed it, and she's asking you stuff in the side chat.
Okay. I will present it in such a way that he can read it. But in the meantime, I'll mute and I'll just do visuals.
What do you want to do it now? Because I can pretty good read it.
You carry
Okay.
on. I hope he's tall enough to clamber out of it.
How do you know that?
Exactly.
I don't know that.
I'm sorry, I have to laugh to him about that too. So he said, my reason for believing is this and that. How do you know it? I don't know that. This is the reason why he's believing in it, because he doesn't know that. Is it kind of crazy? He didn't even say it's you have to believe it or something. He just said, I don't know that.
How do you make a claim if you don't believe it?
Because he's full of shit. He's lying. That's why. That's not his true claim. He's lying.
Yeah. Maybe it's
You'd have more context. You'd have more context to it. You'd have a story or a test or something that happened, or you'd something. But he gives nothing.
Maybe she's just a true Muslim, right? So, sorry, my Muslim brothers didn't want to offend you. We're just commending this guy specifically today.
That is the most, okay. Anyway, maybe I'm not. Maybe the content or the context is beyond me or below me or above me. I don't know.
Why do you suspect that?
Because I'm convinced of it. Can we choose what we're...
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm sorry that Sydney is interrupting the stuff exactly when I'm doing it, right? It just shows, like, because we didn't like talk about this before, but it shows like people from different countries, different cultures, I would not say, but different places with different knowledge where they're grown up, just go over the same stuff, or like wondering about the same stuff. So he doesn't have knowledge. He doesn't know why, but he's convinced. Because he doesn't know that's why he's convinced? Come on. Let's do it.
convinced of it. Now he's gonna ask, can we? Okay, good. I think this is really. This guy's digging himself a huge hole. He's got a really, really big shovel, so the hole's gonna be big and deep.
We're convinced
But
of.
why?
Can we? I don't know why. Can we choose what we're convinced of?
I mean, do you hear that, or am I wrong, Bill? I don't know if you, because I cannot see the Discord window. Are you still there? Yeah, you are there. Oh, he's deafened himself. But bro,
How can you be convinced of something but you don't know why you're convinced of it?
No,
That makes no sense.
yeah, that's totally bogus. That's bullshit.
It's idiotic. It's bullshit. He's a bullshitter. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'm totally convinced of this, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
It's like an oxymoron. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Well then,
See, again, can you choose what we're convinced of? That's an incoherent question.
Oh,
You're-
Of course, you can choose what you're convinced of, because that's what critical thinking is all about. And I think we're about to find out that this guy, Kali Lula, doesn't have any of that.
I will not agree to this comment of Sydney. If you are convinced of something, you cannot choose. This will be go like, you know the truth, but you choose to believe the opposite. This is how theists defined atheist. Bad, Sydney, right? No, if you are convinced of something, there is no way to choose from you. It's like if somebody who came around and gave me a reason to believe, which I will be convinced of, I will have no choice but to believe. When we are talking a belief in a God, right? I will have no choice but to believe because it was convincing to me. but maybe this is just my opinion.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so, but I'd be
why you're
convinced of
praising
it,
him?
huh?
You're praising a god that you don't know why you're praising him.
No,
So
I never
you're just
said
praising
that.
him.
I never said that.
That's
Don't strawman me.
kind of what you're.
There's no strawman. This is exactly what you've said, you idiot. Or maybe should we rewind? I mean, we are just like 60-second in this, right? This is exactly what he said. I don't know why. But I'm convinced. This is exactly what he said.
That's not what I said. And I'm literally recording this right now, so I could post this online.
Why does you?
Yeah, and we're recording it for the third time.
Okay, so he's recording this and making a total idiot of himself, and then he puts it up on his own channel. Oh well.
I don't care if you record this.
Good. So just make sure you're representing me properly, because we can go back and I can make a complete fool of you after.
See? Very Christian-like, very Darth.
Yeah. My fellow listeners, should we do it? I don't think we do need to do it, because this is exactly what you've done, right? We don't need to rewind it.
He doesn't want someone to call him out on his bullshit. So this guy is questioning his bullshit and he doesn't like it. So he's trying to say, you don't represent me bad, meaning just go with what I'm trying to say. And let's just, don't call me out on it. The guy's calling him out on it. He doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Spatchcock would rewind it. Go ahead, rewind it. You gotta get handy with doing stuff like that.
Oh, should we really?
You gotta be
Okay.
as good as Spatchcock.
Wait. Hopefully I'll get it. Hopefully we'll get to the question why you believe in a God.
Yeah, I know he's gonna completely.
Oh no.
Because all of the other ones showed to be incoherent and logically contradictory.
What does that have to do with the religion itself, though?
It doesn't. It has to do with logic and reason and holding the most reasonable worldview.
Why would you choose a religion based on logic and reason? The whole point of religion is that you have blind faith in something.
Yeah, but that's not my belief. So I mean, you can attack somebody else's, but if you want to talk about mine, then you're gonna have to get with the program.
Get with what program exactly?
Or not.
Logic and reason.
Get with the program.
Okay, cool. So then we should have a fun time.
Okay, so why exactly do you believe in, what is it? Islamic? I forgot what it's called.
Wow.
Islam.
Yeah,
I know
Islam.
that's where it's.
He's thinking about the word Allah.
No, doesn't that mean God in your language?
Yeah, that's God.
Why do you praise Allah?
Why do I praise Allah? Because he is the.
That doesn't tell me why you praise him. You're saying what
I didn't even answer the question yet.
You say he is.
I literally said
automatically tells me you're not going to give me an answer.
So if you're not interested in talking and interested in staying in
No,
your
go ahead. I'm
conversation-
just saying,
Okay,
if you're
cool.
going to give me a description on him, then I'm not going to be.
See, there he goes. Now he's being very Christian and Darth Dawkins-esque in his approach. Look at him. Look at him. He thinks he knows everything. Quite a smug little bastard, eh? What a smug little prick.
Shouted it a bit.
Yeah, I know he's gonna completely overtalk me when I'm giving him coherent answers.
Okay, we're gonna challenge the coherent. I hope he's tall enough.
Live in.
Did you? Just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. I mean, Oh shit! What have I done? Oh, there goes the fireworks. It's Halloween.
So I could already tell he's a bull in a china shop. He doesn't want to have a decent conversation.
Okay, so now he's already at home. He's already setting this guy up as an enemy. Which is more Christian than it is Islamic, in my opinion.
But that's fine. I can play that game too. So the reason why I believe is because, or you asked me why I believe in Allah, because Allah is the causal principle, the necessary being in a contingent world that has intelligence and that used his free will to choose to actualize.
After that, the answer will come. Wait for that.
Allah does it. Now, when you speak to Darth Dawkins, it's Jesus does it. When you speak to J-Dubs, it's Yahweh does it. Now this guy says Allah does it. All right. He's digging himself a really deep hole here. I hope he's tall enough to clamber out of it.
How do you know that?
Exactly.
I don't know that.
And this is exactly what we were waiting. This is why we rewind the bullshit, right?
Okay. Yeah. He said it.
Yeah. So that was the proof. This guy is bullshitting us. But now because I don't know where we exactly stop, because the video is, of course, loading. So I will play it to at least a point what is new for us.
I mean, how do you make a claim if you don't believe in the claim? That is the most... Okay, anyway, maybe I'm not... Maybe the content or the context is beyond me or below me or above me. I don't know.
Why do you suspect that?
Because I'm convinced of it. Can we choose what we're...
Okay, so he's convinced of it. Now he's going to ask, can we... Okay, good. I think this is really... This guy's digging himself a huge... He's got a really, really big shovel. So the hole's going to be big and deep.
convinced
But
of?
why?
I don't know why. Can we choose what we're convinced of?
Well then,
He said it like twice now, right? And then I think after that, there was the claim. I recorded it, and you can rewind it. But we will not do it the third time.
And the whole world will see.
Can you choose what we're convinced of? That's an incoherent question.
Oh,
You're-
Of course you can choose what you're convinced of, because that's what critical thinking is all about. And I think we're about to find out that this guy, Kalilula, doesn't have any of that. Oops.
you're
think so, but I
Maybe
basically,
if
I
praising-
basically don't. I
So
you're
if
basically
praising
I'm-
a god and you don't
if I'm
know why you're
convinced of
praising
it-
him.
Huh?
You're praising a god that you don't know why you're praising him.
No,
So
I
you're
never
just
said
praising
that.
him.
I never said that.
That's
Don't straw man me.
kind of what you're.
That's not what I said. I'm literally recording this right now, so I can post this online.
Why
and
does
take it
you
back.
record like I?
Okay, so he's recording
we
this
are.
and making a total idiot of himself, and then he puts it up on his own channel. Oh well.
Don't care if you record this.
Good,
What-
good. So just make sure you're representing me properly, because we can go back and I can make a complete fool of you after.
No, we will not do it.
Make a complete fool of you. That is insulting. That is not Islam. He's wearing Islamic headgear and trying a Islamic look, but he's still a fucking Christian.
Yeah. The new content, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, in front of us, he's looking like a Muslim. He has this hat, but look at his door, right?
Is that Cardinals?
No, there are capes, baseball capes,
Baseball cap, yeah. The
Yeah.
Cardinals.
right? So why he's not wearing one of those? Why he wants to appear like a Muslim?
No, those are games that he's bought. Making matches on his door.
And the other thing, if you look at his T-shirt, right? We know what it says,
Yeah.
but you know the design of it. Where is it from? It's from Run DMC. So it says Muslim for life or something.
Yeah.
But the original design for this T-shirt, where it's copied from, is Run DMC.
Him Muslim merch.
So how can a guy who is Muslim going with music, musical idols, and music design? A kafir, disbeliever. Okay.
So make sure you got
Sure,
your
man.
make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's.
Don't know exactly.
What that means?
I know what it means. But it's-
Okay.
It's out of
Okay.
context. It's irrelevant.
What I'm asking you is, you told me the reason that you like Allah, but why
No,
do you
asked
think
me-
that he did that? Why do you think he did those things? Like, do you have proof that he did those things you're speaking of?
I never said that he did anything yet. I said he's the causal
You did-
principle of the
what?
universe.
You said
That's
he
common.
used his.
I didn't say that he did anything. He's the causal principle of the
He
universe.
just made everything
Okay,
in the
causing
universe.
something.
What was it, Bill? What did you say?
Yeah, he said, I didn't say he did anything. He just did everything.
Yeah, so maybe the everything is nothing.
Well, how do you talk to people like this? He's starting to sound like Jay Robin. You can only go so far, and there's this weasel wordmanship going on in his mind, and you can't get from one sentence to another to have anything cogent to really talk about what's actually true.
In fact, he is like a defending himself instead of right. He's now like worry about. Oh, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Defensive. Oh, the word is defensive, right?
He's very aggressive and defensive, and the guy is just asking him simple questions. The guy isn't even coming across aggressive at all. The guy asking him questions.
Yeah.
He's just asking him basic questions, and he's already defensive and aggressive. It's because he knows his answers are shit.
Right.
He knows he's full of shit.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. It's like when somebody is convinced, and I talk to some believers, right, who are convinced in their religion, they will not act like this guy. They will say, I'm right because of this and this and that. They will not try to find, oh, you are offensive, or you don't want to have the conversation. No, they present their arguments and say, I am right because this and this and this. This is exactly what he's not doing. He's trying to derail the conversation, or not derail is the wrong word, but he's trying
he is trying to derail because he's trying to make it seem like the other guy is incompetent in understanding what he's trying to say. But really, he's not saying anything.
Exactly.
He's not saying anything.
Yeah.
And it works for these people doing like that. They get other resenters and half thought. People can only think halfway through what they're thinking, and they get behind people like him, and he gets a following. It's always astounding how these people wind up finding, making purchase by using these techniques. He's completely uninformative. He's wrong-headed, and he acts like the victim. And and they tune into that.
Yeah. I don't think he is a tactic. It seems for me personally, I think he is afraid of doing stuff. That's why, or to present his argument or something. That's why he's going in the opposite direction and trying to play the victim card. Right? That's the reason why. Not because he's a good at tactics or something. It's just because he doesn't know how to answer it.
We see the same thing with Darth. When he starts getting nailed, he starts accusing people of misconduct, of being childish. And I'm going to give you one more chance to answer my question, or I'm going to kick you, or all this stuff. Why are you talking like a child? But it's him. He's just realizing that's what he does to derail it, because he's going to get torn down.
Okay. So, can I play it?
Yeah, roll it.
Roll it. Rolling.
Last I checked, was actually doing something. I never did anything. He just caused something. So he never did anything. He just caused something to happen, which is the same. It's just.
Okay, so he used his free will to create the universe. Yeah. Do you want to know why I think those things? Is that what you're trying to ask?
That's what I've been asking this whole time.
I mean, you could just ask that question instead of.
He did, you idiot.
That's what I asked.
That's not, like I said, I have this recorded.
I literally asked, why do you?
That's fine. That's fine. You can suspect that you said that. We can go for.
Oh no, we will not rewind it.
So I start off.
Oh my god.
Epistemology.
What?
I said, oh my God. The guy is asking a very simple question and he's talking in circles and trying to make it sound like the guy. Wow.
Yeah.
What am I listening to? Oh my God. Okay, let me be quiet. Holy shit. Okay.
Do
Yeah.
you believe that we can have beliefs without empirical evidence?
Not necessarily, but
Okay. Okay, so do you believe that you are you and not something?
Of course. So this answer was wrong. Okay, maybe I'm projecting this in a false direction, because I thought he's asking him if he can have religious beliefs without empirical evidence. So maybe I was wrong to interrupt him. Maybe this wasn't the question. Sorry.
Move along.
Oh, no,
Yes.
silly.
Okay, what's your demonstrable evidence for that?
What do you mean?
I'm asking for demonstrable evidence on
You're
how
asking
you know.
me why I'm me.
Yeah, why you hold the law of identity.
Oh, what the fuck? This is like the only thing. This is the only thing. Whether you, like me, don't like philosophy or what, this is the only fact you can be sure of that you exist. So when you say I am because I am, and I don't mean the New Testament version, I'm a god now, right? This is the only fact you can be sure of. This is the only thing that you can be sure of. So if to ask somebody, how can you know that you are? That's the most wrong question, in my opinion.
I don't know, because I was born into this world,
That
and when I was born, I was given an identity.
yeah. So when you were born, you were given an identity. How do you know that you are you and not something else?
Because I am a human.
This is exactly
Solipsism.
yeah. Solipsism is something like I'm the only thing what I'm existing. Maybe I'm understanding it wrong. And please, all the guys who knows about shit philosophy, don't judge me upon that. But it's not solipsism. He's asking about the law of identity, right? How can he exclude that he is?
Yes, how can you know you were you?
He's trying to change the subject so he doesn't have to answer it. So now he's flipping it around and putting it on this guy to make it seem like he's incompetent, but really he's gaslighting. Like he's a
Well, I call that he's trying to induce brain fart. That's what they
yes,
when
yes.
When
He's
they
doing
turn to that,
brain fart.
They try to do brain fart. They bunch up your thinking, and then they can slip God in your when you're not looking from the backside.
Yeah, but yeah, let's watch, listen how he will, like, because I'm really curious, because he, I mean, I hope you all know what the law of identity is, and you know the saying, I don't know who said it, I'm thinking, therefore I am, and it's the only thing you can be sure for, like 100%. Everything else you cannot be sure about. That, but this one question is 100% law of identity, 100% affirmed.
It's not what the human condition is about. The human condition is about how can you know who I am, not how can I know who I am.
Right,
but
because
how can you know? Because we're all separate and discrete sentient beings.
Yeah,
all of our. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. You're right. I just wanted to say, but the question he is asking him is, how do you know that you are? He's not asking the question, how, like, I know that you are. He's asking the question, how you know that you are. And I think this is the completely stupid question. And if he makes an argument about that, he's just going, yeah, I don't know. So let's just hear
all
it.
your thoughts are completely unseen to any other sentient being. Okay, they're things unseen, and the only way they can be associated is through the firing of muscles. Okay, So I can't know anything that you're thinking. I can't know anything about you unless you smear some pigments with your fingers or you move your lips and compress your lungs. And it's all physical acts of communication because that's the nature of the actuality of our existence. So you got to go from the basis that things do happen. Things are what they are, and they cannot. Once a thing would occur, cannot have occurred any other way. That's the law of identity. Things that occur cannot have not occurred. They can only have occurred the way they have occurred. Okay, and there you have the law of identity and the basis of existence.
I'll play it.
And humans
Wait,
aren't
You're al-
stupid enough to
you're
not
already
know what they
you're
are.
already begging the question because you started it off with I, so you're already presupposing that you are you. How do you know
Oh,
that
fuck
you're
yourself.
presupposing that you are you with demonstrable evidence?
What the?
Yeah, really. You're begging the question by claiming you are who you that you're participating in the conversation. You know, fucking break. You know, I'm done with talking with.
What the fuck stupid question is that? How do you know that you are you? Tell me something, Kalilula. I hope you respond to this video, but how the fuck can you ask a question to which you yourself know that there is no answer to, or the answer is irrational or incoherent? See, you're twisting in the wind, buddy.
I'm so confused with you. You're asking me
This is
why I'm
philosophy
me.
and epistemology.
You're
Yeah.
asking me why I'm me.
Yeah,
correctly?
no. I asked you how you know you are you with demonstrable evidence alone.
Okay, I'll send you a picture. How's that? Will that prove that I am? Hey, I'll go on a video call with you in real time, and I'll talk to you face to face.
No, the question is not. I'm sorry, I was muted in between where Bill answered the question, and I muted myself. So that's the funny stuff. The law, and we are talking about the law of identity, and Bill said it that, or he claimed, or his claim was that this guy was asking about how should I know that there is you? But in fact, what he asked was, how do you know that you are you? And my claim is still, this is the only thing what you can know for sure. It's not about other people. It's about you and yourself. When you wake up, when you do stuff, whatever. This is the only thing what you can be sure about. If you know that you exist, because you exist, this is the 100% thing you can be certain of. Everything else, it's up to debate.
That's what it's all about. It's about debate. That's why you ask questions. That's why sentient beings have conversations. They associate experience and the actuality of what we live in here, and we associate it, and that's the basis of what we do. That's what sentience does. It describes and it tries to associate with other sentient beings, and we navigate our way through whatever it is we are confronted with. That is the actual universe.
Yeah, I hate philosophy anyway, but let's move on.
Camera's on. Will that prove to you that we are we, and I am I, and you are you, and all this crap? Hey, rabbit hole.
As I can think, therefore I am.
You just started with the word I. That's begging the question. You're starting with your conclusion.
You see, interrupting, over talking, not letting the guy make his point. You pointing out his fault and how he's not answering questions. He's not making statements correctly. This is how arrogant this guy is. He's going to teach the person he's talking to how to answer questions. You don't answer questions with an I, because now you're presupposing whatever.
Well, who's supposed to answer the question? I mean, it's ridiculous. Begging the question by inferring I. I is what you are.
Exactly.
Yourself.
And by the way, how to look out for number one who joined our Discord server, and just inform you, we are watching a review of a video, and make on top of that comments. So don't be confused.
I'm confused already. Don't worry about that. Don't be silly.
Cuss this motherfucker out, number one. Cuss him out.
You piece of fucking shit. You idiot Muslim
And we are already live. Look out for number one.
I know. That's why I came here.
Okay. So
Don't worry about that.
your swearing words were.
Oh,
meant.
am I? Sorry.
Yeah. So no, I'm just realizing they were meant like they were meant. You didn't do it because of your ignorance. You did it because you know it.
Of course. No, because I am.
Oh, how do you know that you are? Oh, no, let's not go there. Let's move on.
Oh, no. I've got easy answer for that. If that idiot asked me that, is it, oh, you want to know? Ask your mama.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
She will tell you all about it, son.
Yeah. Because you were his father. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
I'm quiet.
Kali Lula, why don't you finish your point?
In your reasoning.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is some crazy
I'm starting
shit,
with
bro.
the claim.
You see, what the fuck? I agree. and this guy Kelly Lula put this up on his own channel,
claiming that I am me.
Bro,
You're so stupid.
Just some backstory. I was a hard atheist.
I don't care what your backstory is.
5 months ago, I was a hard.
You will listen to my story that I was a hard atheist. Holy shit!
Is there anybody out there listening to my story?
Shut up and listen to my story.
Atheist YouTuber. Okay, so I know how this works. I know how stupid
Really?
religious
What's your
people can
YouTube
be.
channel, bro? I'll go
So
subscribe
I'm gonna
right
bring
now.
you
What is it?
something else that you've never
No,
heard.
but what
before.
is it? What is it though?
What is what?
Give me hard evidence that you are an atheist.
I don't need to give you hard evidence. I don't believe.
And I don't need to give you
you.
hard evidence that I am.
Well, this is where you just back into your safe space. This is what
I'm
atheists
not
do.
backing in. I'm just saying that this
No,
fucking
no, I
argument is
don't-
pointless.
Yeah, no.
You're
it's-
asking me
it's
why
very-
I'm me.
He just said he was a hard atheist, and now he says you're just backing into your safe space. That's what atheists do. I don't think this guy was ever an atheist. I think he was born a Christian. He still is a Christian. He argues like a Christian. He makes stupid, irrational, incoherent statements like a Christian. He's a Christian.
No, Sydney, you were totally wrong about this comment. In fact, he is still an atheist.
Yeah, I don't think he's a Christian. I don't think he's a Christian either.
He's trying to fool all these theists. He's
Okay,
playing a game.
I accept your criticism.
Okay.
What?
I'll wait. Let me know when you're done.
Law of logic, law of identity.
No, it's not the law of logic. The classical law of logic consists of the law of identity, non-contradiction, and excluded middle. I'm asking Scythe specifically.
You're arguing
how
that
he
I'm
knows,
not me.
What I'm doing is I'm showing you that you can hold reasonable beliefs without empirical evidence. I know you're not getting
I never
that.
said.
Oh, I don't know if somebody remembers. Like I think 10 minutes ago, he was talking about
the need for empirical evidence.
Yes, and that he can only believe in his stuff when he has empirical evidence. And now he is saying that he do not need the empirical evidence.
It was confusing. He was asking the other guy if
Yeah,
he
yeah.
needed to have empirical evidence, and I forget how twisted and convoluted the responses became. So I don't know where either stood.
Yeah. So you see, he's changing his position. So she's claiming now, like before he claimed you need, and now he's claiming I don't.
So shifting the goalpost.
Whatever he is shifting, right?
Yeah, but not his brain.
Yeah.
You couldn't.
You literally said I got it recorded.
I said.
Can you?
Okay, forget about it. Let me go through these laws of logic with you one at a time. I'm doing it specifically for you, Kali Lula, just to make sure that we're on the same page. Right. So, Number one, first law of logic. The law of identity. A is A. Everything is the same as itself. Laws of logic. Number two.
I don't know. I have to interrupt it. If you just go with the theist, right? Everything is the same as itself.
That's a little schizo to me.
If God created the world out of itself, that we are still the same as this itself. So we are gods.
I am a better God than you are because I act more godlike.
Depending on which God you describe.
I didn't ask you for. I asked you for a yes or a no. I did not ask you. So
no, according to my belief, I'm the best God of myself. So
that's irrelevant. It's incoherent and it makes no sense. That is why you atheists, you come in here and you are deceitful. You liars. You're worse than child molesters.
Sydney is the God who's not imaginary.
Wait, I have to. No. I mean. And by the way, it's not the video playing. We have this real discussion. No.
Yes,
I'm the God of my life. So, Bill, when you made a comment, he is the God you can really touch. I'm here too.
Don't you think that in America?
And now we have to decide who to touch.
Don't you think that in America, anybody with a gun is God? Because you could snuff out somebody else's life, and they do, for no reason at all, like God does.
Okay, Sydney, let's not interrupt. Sydney, let's move on.
Let's carry on with Sydney, all right.
Darth Dawkins asked me how I know about God, and I said to him, because Sidney Winston told me so. So all gods are imaginary. And Sidney Winston is not imaginary. That's what I said.
And how long did you stay in the server?
How long did I stay? It was about 3 minutes in Clubhouse.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to go to Clubhouse, but that's another topic. So let's move on.
Can't get back in now.
The law of non-contradiction. Not, open bracket, A, and not A, close bracket. Nothing can both exist and not exist at the same time and in the same respect, or no statement is both true and false. The laws of logic. Law number 3, the law of excluded middle.
Okay. Wait. I'm sorry. We have to go through this for the people like me who don't know shit about philosophy or don't like it. The law of non-contradiction. Nothing both exists and not exist at the same time. Meaning, for example, and I'll give you an example. Existence cannot at the same time exist as non-existence. Just a small hint, right? And since we cannot prove the non-existence, because everywhere we go, there is existence, this second law will just exclude a God to exist, because he is the one who created something from nothing. Everybody agrees? Oh, I love it. Let's go further.
Your smugness is musical, Pio.
Pardon?
I said your smugness is musical.
It's like I'm singing a song, you mean?
Yes, it's lyrical.
Something either exists or does not exist, or every statement is either true or false. Okay? Now we brought the law of identity into the mainstream here, into the conversation that, or should I say, the monologue that this guy is screaming at his opponent. and let's see how well he understands his law of identity, which I think is what he's going to emphasize.
You
Never
hold
said
reasonable
I do not
beliefs.
believe that.
I
If
said
you would listen,
specifically.
instead of getting ahead of yourself.
I said specifically, can you hold reasonable beliefs without empirical evidence? And you said no.
Scythe, honestly, you're stepping in about 2 decent-sized landmines.
Okay. Maybe I said that.
Do
but
we
that
want
is
to
not
change
what I
that?
meant.
I'd be more than
rephrase.
happy. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I do believe that it is possible to make a belief without empirical evidence, but I myself probably, when it comes to religion, I do not like to
Okay,
think
that's
that.
fine. We're not talking about religion right now. We're just simply
Then, yeah,
talking
I
about
mean,
epistemology.
Okay, can you explain to me how you know you
Why
are
don't
you?
you,
Because that'll
Scythe,
give me
why
an
don't you-
understanding.
Because I
asking.
presuppose the law of identity as an axiom, because I have no
Scythe.
way to reason to it.
It's funny how the conversation changed 300 degrees or 180 degrees, whatever the degrees are. Exactly the opposite was the conversation was before. So now
He didn't have an answer. He didn't have an answer. So the best way not to answer something is to ask you a question, twist it all around, confuse you, and you forget that you even asked me that. That's why the guy said, "What the fuck?" He's purposely confusing the kid. The kid's smart though. He's staying on point though. The kid's smart.
it's not exactly what I meant, Rose. I think the guy is asking exactly the same question. Yeah, okay, maybe you're right that he's smart, but for me it just sounds like the question was asked from the one side, now asked from the other side in this exactly the same way. But I'm really interested. Will be the answers will be no.
Let me help you out, Scythe. Just grant that you don't know it and see where the conversation goes.
Exactly. I'm confused what he's even asking me. I don't know. How do I know I'm me? What kind of
How
question
do
is
you
this?
know you're you and not something else? It's a pretty simple question. I mean, but just...
Hey, look, how do I not know I'm me and I'm not something else?
Simple.
Because if I was something else, I'm pretty sure I would know. Because
No,
I
you
have a
wouldn't
smart-
exist. You wouldn't exist. No, you wouldn't exist because you would be a true contradiction, and true contradictions don't actualize in reality.
If you would not actualize in reality, he will be not there, and he'll be not able to ask those questions. What the fuck?
Are you lost?
He's purposely
fart.
trying to make him.
What was it, Rose?
Like what I just got done saying to you. He's purposely trying to confuse the kid, so then it makes it sound like the kid doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
This guy's a
today-
snake. I don't know who this guy is, but he's a snake. He is a snake manipulator. Oof! Wow.
tested in
He's
true
like it.
technique of weasel
Yeah.
workmanship in order to induce brain fart. And Darth is the master, but this fucking guy he's trying to learn his chops, and he thinks he's getting away with it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like it reminds me of like an abusive relationship when they twist shit around and gaslight you and tell you all this stuff, then it's not true, and then make you think that it is true and just confuse you. That's what he's doing a technique. Yeah, he's a snake. All right, I'm gonna be quiet.
Oh, he's not only a snake. I don't know if you just watch the stream on Discord now. Maybe you should watch the YouTube stream, because there is a small document which will tell you that he is not only a snake, he's also a child molester. But it's just to the information of our Discord participants.
What does it mean?
I could see how he could groom and do the grooming and stuff like that, because he's a manipulator. Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
What does it mean? No statement is both true and false. P.O.
No statement is both true and false. It means just a statement cannot be true and cannot be false at the same time.
Well, that's what the sentence says.
Yeah.
But what does it mean? What is a statement?
It's like the sun is shining.
Well, that's an example, but what is it? What are statements?
Statements.
It would be like the sun is either shining or it's not shining. It can't be shining and not shining at the same time.
No, he's asking me like what the statement itself is, right?
I said
What is
the statement is the sun is shining.
That is the statement, but what is a statement? What are you doing when you make a statement?
You're making a claim.
You're describing the nature.
Okay, here it is. Okay, you got two people who accuse each other of the same thing. Obviously, they're both. No, that's not a very good example.
Statements are descriptions of whatever it is you're talking about to somebody else about what is actual.
Yeah, like in this Johnny Depp
describing the nature.
Or not what is actual, because you can talk about fantasy. No, what is actual.
That's right. Well, that's actual. Actual is what is occurring. The statement is a sentient being's attempt to communicate that with another sentient being, and truth is the accuracy. Let me finish. Truth is the accuracy with which he describes what he's talking about, and falsity would be inaccuracy about what he's talking about. So that's the complete implications of what that means. No statement is both true and false, but a statement is a description from one sentient being to another about an actuality.
Well, it's a compilation of word upon agreement. Yeah, to put it across to another person, so that person is aware.
Yes, linguistic exercise. That's how we think.
Right.
We think linguistically to ourselves. That's what Chomsky was talking about. There's a lot of stuff about linguistics that Chomsky wrote about. It's very good to read. I'll step back.
Did we make confusion about the all clarifying things now? Did we?
Well, yeah. First of all, statements are about what you're talking about, and you can change what you're talking about while you're in the middle of doing the exercise. So things can be both true and false. You can say, my God is the most powerful creature in the world, and he has blue eyes, and he has brown eyes. He has brown eyes. So part of it's true and part of it's false, but the God that is true. So, it's like 2 + 2 = 4. Well, 2 dogs plus 2 cats equals 0 gophers. So it's always about what you're talking about, and as for truth and falsity is just accuracy. Is this accuracy in describing whatever it is you're talking about to somebody else? That's just something to chew on for a while, because they talk about truth as if something's floating there, like the Holy Grail in the cloud, or falsity is something that exists unto itself. But it doesn't really. It's only a vector of description that sentient beings use to associate with each other. And that's all this whole fucking thing is about. It's about trying to describe to each other the way things are, actually. And they come up with gods because that's where their thinking goes. But that ain't accurate. Oh, someone's knocking at my door. Sorry.
Okay, I will not comment on that.
No. Actually, Ethernet, am I making sense right now?
No.
Yeah, no, I know.
No, you're not.
See exactly what you're saying.
Okay.
Is totally. The one thing I do have a question about, the last thing you said, is under the standard laws of logic, nothing can exist that's contradictory, right?
Yeah, for me, that's a starting investigatory point, to where if something is logically contradictory internally, then I automatically dismiss it from existing.
And how are you able to come to that conclusion without using logic?
I presuppose logic.
With logic.
Can you answer?
What do you mean with logic? No, there is nothing to. Okay, so let me get.
No, exactly. This is the thing, right? What the precepts are doing, exactly what Dawah's talking will do. Like he will say that God is the one, the foundation of logic. He kind of created it, right? But to come to this logic, you use the human logic. And in fact, logic was created by humans because all these fucking laws we have now, the law of identity, law of non-contradiction, it wasn't around until the Greeks, right? They kind of invented it. And I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure about that, right? They invented it. So now you have human logic to judge upon logic, and somebody is claiming that God is the source of logic by using human logic. This is the funny point. And this is what this guy just said. How can you presuppose logic because you are using the human logic? Right? How can you be sure about that if you're not using the God stuff? You're just using your own logic to explain the stuff. Or am I completely wrong?
Well, you have the fundamental, the basic universal fundament of actuality and law of identity. Things are what they are. And that is your objective upon which everything is based and derived. Whatever it is you're talking about, if it's actual and exists unto itself, that's what you're describing either accurately or inaccurately and being true or false about. This is an actual universe, okay? Things that don't occur are nothing. I walked to the liquor store this morning to get my breakfast. And when I walked in, I said to the guy behind the counter, 16 atomic explosions didn't detonate while I was walking over here. And the clerk said, boy, you must be exhausted. So things that don't happen are nothing. Okay, this is an actual universe, and we need to think in terms of everything we're dealing with in terms of its actuality and our ability as sentient beings to describe it accurately or inaccurately. And that's logic is just how the brain works. It's a methodology of how the mind works, how it's evolved to work, to model reality and to navigate it.
Yeah, but you are. I mean, I'm sure you are describing it correctly, but once again, I'm not a philosopher. I hate everything what has to do with philosophy. I'm just I'm critiquing it, right? But to my knowledge, right, these three laws of logic were invented by people who thought really deeply about that, and they tried to describe reality. Maybe you're saying the same stuff as I'm saying there right now, right?
Yes, I'm not.
But these laws of logic were invented by people, not by a god.
Right, so that's because it's what people do. That's how people think. It's just self-description of how we think about stuff,
right?
And our human condition in an actual universe. I'm a sentient actualist. Is that how I am, Sydney? I'm a sentient actualist.
And Caligula, what Caligula is saying. Yeah, Caligula, right? What this guy is saying, that God invented this stuff, and therefore he has a logic, and without him there will be no logic. My claim is, and it's bullshit. It's bullshit because of those laws were invented by humans, and his logic is based on human. It's not on God, because he never spoke to God or whatever, right? He's just using this logic to say that God is logic. God gave him the logic.
Logic emerges from sentience.
Pio, can we say, or can we understand it as, instead of inventing it, they discover it? I'm gonna give you an analogy. You don't invent gold; you discover gold, right? So I think what the Greek did is discover many things and then use it after that?
They codify it. They put it down and set it down in writing.
Right. They
Yes.
thought about it. Let's say
Right.
they thought about it, right?
Correct.
They spent a lot of time
Yes.
to think about this. They didn't have anything to do because they were poor. All these philosophers of Greek, they were like poor men. They lived on the street, so they didn't have to work or whatever, right? They were bored all the time, and I'm just making fun, right? But it's true. Still true if I'm making fun of it. They spend a lot of time just of thinking. They didn't earn money or something, and this is like now all the names went
This
away.
was a time long before video games, and people didn't have
Right,
much to do
right.
during the day.
Exactly.
So there was a lot of empty time and quiet. It was very quiet back in those days without an industrial age, you know.
Like Socrates, and this is what I try to find in remember the name. Like Socrates was a very, very poor guy.
Yeah.
Right? Famous philosopher. Those guys just went there, were talking about stuff. And this is how they came to these conclusions. Right? So they invented there. And this Kalilulalelu, right?
Kalilula.
He is making statements based on logic, the human logic, and he's saying that God invented it. But in fact, he's using human logic because he doesn't know God. He never spoke to him. He doesn't have had any revelations. I mean, until now, maybe it'll come somewhere in this talk, right? But I'm sure it will not.
Well, is it logical to say that 2 dogs plus 2 cats equals 0 gophers?
It's logical. It's
okay. You have an equation of 2 plus 2 equals 0. Is that logical?
If God exists, this will be true. He could make it true because if he will be the founder of logic, he will be the one who will not.
He doesn't exist, and I'm saying 2 dogs plus 2 cats equals 0 gophers. And now, is that accurate? Does it make sense? Is it accurate?
Yeah, it's a true statement, I would say.
It's a true statement. Okay, yeah. 2 plus 2 equals 0.
No, you said dogs, cats, and golfers.
Right. So at every point, the law of identity has to coincide with what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I'm talking about 2 dogs plus 2 more dogs equals 4 dogs. That's a consistency of the laws of identity.
Yes.
But okay, so there's laws of identities. Laws of identity is about things are what they are. They're actually what they are, and they're not something other than what they actually are. They cannot have ever been anything other than what they actually are, and they will never be anything than what they otherwise actually are. And that's what's called a universe fundamental constant objective basis of existence. So that's the actuality of our universe. No God necessary. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Or any other comment? No?
No, I'm going in about 5 minutes maximum.
Oh, okay.
Give you guys a rundown of what an axiom is.
Oh.
Axiom is a belief that you hold without reason.
Let me give you a rundown of what an axiom is, okay? I'm going to do just that. My axioms.
All gods are imaginary.
Yeah.
All gods
are
imaginary.
Yeah.
That's an axiom. You can't argue with me about that. Number 2.
100 Pine Creek
Amen,
points.
brother.
Not gonna.
100 Pine Creek points goes to Bill.
In an actual sense.
Yeah.
Human evolution is proven by science. Again, something you can't argue with me over. Those are axioms. Now, what axioms is Kalilula going to attempt to pretend are axioms?
Reasoning to it. There's literally no way to reason to it, so I can't use reason.
Logical reasoning.
No,
So
yeah,
you're
but I
basically
don't
trying-
use.
you're
I
trying to
don't use.
justify- you're
I
trying to
don't.
justify
Hold on.
So
why
Hold on.
you
you don't
believe
use
in
Sight.
logic now.
You already
You're
said. You
justifying
already
why
said
you
that you
believe in
were.
something
You already
without
said that you
knowing
were
why.
drowning in the ocean right now when it comes to this stuff. Let me talk to Ilmatic. You already said you had no clue what we were talking about. So just
Drowning in an ocean of brain fart.
Yes.
Okay, so I was asking you if you were you and also not you. Are you a contradiction?
Okay, here's the thing. I don't care about what's going on. Somebody called a mod.
Okay.
They need a mod at this point.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Somebody called him on.
That was funny.
That was worth the wait.
Good. That was good timing.
Great, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Because me, I was getting a little crazy in here, wondering if you wanted to just, if you had time to step in and just kind of make sure everything goes smooth.
He's rambling on about something that has nothing to do with what I fucking asked.
Ether.
No, he's not.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I know he's rambling, and I'm confused on how this.
Sometimes people think. Sometimes people think others are rambling when they don't even understand what they're talking about.
Oh God! Start that. Don't start fucking insulting people's intelligence.
He literally said that he had no clue what the conversation was about. So I'm not insulting him.
I literally said I don't know what you're asking me. I never said I didn't know what you guys.
So specifically, what I was asking you, Scythe, is if you can hold rational beliefs without empirical evidence.
I'll be back. Call me if you need me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brain fart.
So, Khalil, can I call you Khalil?
Absolutely.
When you presuppose the laws of logic, are you talking about the language or the patterns that that the laws describe?
I'm talking about everything within the law of logic in its entirety.
Yeah.
That's pretty non-informative.
Yes, exactly. I just said something which sounds really good.
God, yeah.
Conceptual component of it and the thing it describes.
Well, no, not the thing that it describes.
But the actuality.
The thing that it's describing is outside of the law itself. The law is just expressed upon the subject.
It's a description.
Right. It's like I said it half an hour ago. The laws of logic is just describing the nature. And you said I just wanted to say, and you said actuality, right?
You betcha, baby.
Yeah. So this is the words I and Bill are using. But nevertheless, we are talking about the same thing, right? The laws of logic were invented to describe the actuality and nature. Nothing else, right?
It's just a linguistic samba.
Right. It's like it's a concept. It's nothing which existed in reality or whatever. This is what people agreed upon to be sure what their surroundings are.
We can get into that further about the difference between reality and actuality.
Yeah.
But not at this sitting. But I'd be glad to talk about that later.
Oh no. Yeah. Maybe. Let's go.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, continue.
So I was simply just asking you. I went down this route because when I did ask you, can you hold reasonable beliefs without empirical evidence, you said no. Now I understand that you did say that you would rephrase and change your mind on that, and I'm totally cool with that.
Why wouldn't he why wouldn't he need empirical evidence? I need empirical evidence. Everybody's watching here who needs empirical evidence. So empirical evidence actually is pretty fucking important. On the one hand, and on the other hand, I just want to mention that the room is open, so we can discuss this crazy Christian, if you like. But if you don't like, it's okay. But I am opening up the room. I just want to let you know.
Air it out a little bit.
Here is the join information. Carry on, Kalilula. He's only got a few more minutes and then he's done.
We can hold reasonable beliefs without empirical evidence because there are things that we must presuppose, like the laws of logic, like cause and effect.
Oh, fuck it. I have it like to rewind it just to listen to the last sentence because I hope I get it. Let's hear it once again.
On the one hand, and on the other hand, I just want to mention that the room is open, so we can discuss this this crazy Christian, if you like. But well, if you don't like, it's okay. But I am opening up the room. I just want to let you know. And here is the join information. Carry on, Kalilula. He's only got a few more minutes, and then he's done.
We can hold reasonable beliefs without empirical evidence because there are things that we must presuppose. Like
we cannot hold any reasonable belief without
I listened to that twice. Did he say we can or we cannot?
He said you can't. Right?
I have to listen once again because it's so funny for me. I have to listen once again. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Go back to 26. That's all. It's 26 minutes.
No.
27 minutes, actually. 27 minutes will bring you right there. That's good right there.
Okay.
On how this
sometimes people think
no,
sometimes people
but okay.
28 minutes.
Oh God! Start that. Don't start insulting people's intelligence.
He literally said that he had no clue what the conversation was about. So I'm not insulting.
I just literally said I don't know what you're asking me. I never said I didn't.
So specifically, what I was asking you.
Let's just go with it. We know it was much too far back, but it will come once again.
28 or 29.
Let's just listen to it. And I will stop it after he makes the claim.
Is if you can hold rational beliefs without empirical evidence.
I'll be back. Call me if you need me.
Okay.
Now we gotta listen to Sydney some more.
Khalil, can I call you Khalil?
Absolutely.
When you presuppose the laws of logic, are you talking about the language or the patterns that they describe, that the laws describe?
I'm talking about everything within the law of logic in its entirety.
So the language, the conceptual component of it, and the thing it describes.
Well, no, not the thing that it describes. Well, the thing that it's describing is outside of the law itself. The law is just expressed upon the subject.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, continue.
Yeah. So I was simply just asking you. I went down this route because when I did ask you,
I think I lost it.
Beliefs without empirical evidence, you said no.
Yeah.
I understand that you did say that you
28,
would rephrase and change your mind on that, and I'm totally
cool. Go up to 30.
Why wouldn't he hold? Why wouldn't he need empirical evidence?
But we are on the way.
Somebody's watching here who needs empirical evidence.
So
empirical evidence actually is pretty fucking important. On the one hand, and on the other hand, I just want to mention that the room is open.
I think
so
now we'll come
discuss this crazy
Christian.
This crazy Christian.
Yeah.
If you like, but well, if you don't like, it's okay. But I am opening up the room. I just want
to know. Open it up, buddy.
And here is the join information. Carry on, Kalilula. He's only got a few more minutes, and then he's done.
We can't hold reasonable beliefs without empirical evidence.
He says we can.
Things that we must presuppose.
He says we can. We can hold rational beliefs without empirical evidence. Because we must
beliefs without empirical evidence because there are things.
This crazy Christian, if you like. But well, if you don't like, it's okay. But I am opening up the room.
Here we go.
I just want to let you know. And here is the join information. Carry on, Kalilula. He's only got a few more minutes, and then he's done.
We can hold reasonable beliefs without empirical evidence because there are things that we must presuppose.
Okay, we can.
Yes. Well, I am not quite sure what happened to the Discord channel, but it seems to have disappeared on me. Yeah, I don't know why. Well, what we can do is we can go and read the indictment, if you like, of Justin Downing. Justin Downing being the gentleman on your screen. Yeah, let me just bring this one in a little bit better. All right, looks like my okay. Looks like YouTube has come back. I mean, Discord has come back. Or coming back. Just bear with me, please. Another technical difficulty brought to you by Sydney Winston. See? We're back.
Fine.
I lost my Discord somewhere along the way.
Yeah, we have to presuppose time. We have to presuppose gravity. We have to presuppose all the fundamental forces and fundamental aspects of natural world. We have to presuppose actuality, and we have to presuppose existence. Nowhere in there do we need to presuppose a God.
And we have
important thing. Yeah.
And we also have to presuppose that if the laws of logic exist without us, then God has to be bound to the laws of logic.
Yes, but they don't. Presuppose laws of logic just describe how sentient beings handle their information, handle their experience.
Exactly.
And so
and you will say actuality, and I will say nature.
Yeah. I think actuality is more fundamental. It's actually fundamental to reality, but we'll talk about that later sometime, the difference between reality and actuality.
Yeah, and the thing is also okay. Besides that, besides our small problem, the thing is, if God is the foundation, and if He's a precept, a Muslim precept, right? For me, this argument itself does not work. That God is like the one who secures the laws of logic, because He is the one who can break it. So He does not secure it. He is the one who is like the opposite of it, because He can make illogical stuff, or against the nature, or against actuality. Right? So He is not the securer. He is not the like the presupposition guy.
How did God?
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead, Sidney.
How did God come into existence?
He occurred. He has to have occurred. Therefore, he's dependent on being actual.
Exactly.
Therefore, he's not God.
Therefore, exactly. Thank you.
We solved the problem like in 10 seconds, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now on to Russia. All right, let's work out this one quickly.
Oh, sorry. Did you say something, Sydney? I mean,
I
did. The video.
I did not. Well,
Okay.
were you playing the video? Are you still playing the video?
No, I have to always switch, because I not always know if you are saying stuff like right now or saying stuff on video.
No, right now I'm not even watching them. I was switching things around. I thought that the video had come to an end, so my bad.
Okay, so let's try to do.
Carry on.
Yeah.
Nonsense. Yeah, so the first two questions that, oh, sorry, I'll let you go after I just put this in, but first two questions he asked you, your answers to, I mean, honestly, they're big landmines, and they really didn't need to be answered that way. But you're free to work through that and just proceed. I'm kind of interested to hear
I
where
was
this goes.
just really confused on why and what he was asking me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because we went from talking about your religion, Khalil, to completely turning the subject.
Well, no, you asked me why I believe in my God, so I figured I'd start off when I was an atheist and go through all of the steps that got me to Allah. Are you interested in that?
No.
No. No.
No. No testimonials, please.
Yeah, we just need the reasons, right?
All right. So, yeah. This is definitely worth talking about because this is crazy stuff. This is the kind of nonsense that theists send our way. And you got to find it funny. Otherwise, it's pretty pathetic.
For hours at a time.
There's also a. I got to let you know that you don't necessarily need to be on a computer to join in this this chat.
Marketing.
You know that? You can join by phone. You can just be on your phone and you can join. And oops, and I am going to.
One bit with the fast forwarding there.
Just join my phone.
Yeah, Sydney. Yeah. So Sydney, it's going further. Is the guy is talking or he's leaving? There is another video.
No. Yeah, there's more videos. There's more videos about, but I don't think there's anything more on Kalilula. I think I just went to other videos. Do you want to fast forward and double check? But that's what I think.
No, as I can see it, there's a comment from you, and then there comes another video.
Yeah. Then that's then it's Sam Vaknin who talks about psychopaths.
Yeah, but I think for at least from my side, we are done with Caligula.
We're done. Yes. Yeah. You've done the reaction to the video. Definitely.
Yeah. So let me see. Oh, it's my time to go to bed. Oh.
Well done, P.O. Well done for your debut review.
Well done.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Very well done.
Kudos to you all. And we have another fight about the reality and actuality, right?
Yeah, no fight. You'll see. You'll see. Maybe tomorrow.
So, Sydney, I will leave the last words to you. So, stop the stream or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I think we'll just carry on the stream and see where it goes. And thank you very much for your review.
And yeah, I will stop my stream right now. Okay.
I'm gonna stop watching. Okay. It's turned off. Nice meeting you, Rose Patton.
Are you leaving too, Bill?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, if I stick around with P.O., he'll want to argue about reality.
P.O.'s going.
No.
P.O.'s going to bed.
No, I will go to bed because I have to.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not an interesting person.
I still have.
You're not an interesting person, Bill, but you are funny looking. So turn your camera on and stick around.
I was going to take a nap myself, but okay, let's see how that goes.
You don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You don't have to turn your camera. You just have to stick around.
What? You don't tend to want to go on camera?
Well, if that's what it takes for him to stick around, then yeah, absolutely.
The cat status report. Now, let me turn this sucker off before you guys get demonetized.
For what?
For cats porn. No, that's the funny stuff. You could post cats porn on YouTube, and they will find oh cute, and you got more likes and visits.
Yeah.
So, Sydney, did you ever get any PayPals from these other stations, other channels that I post in the chats?
PayPals from station? What do you mean?
Well, channels. I do a lot in T Jump when I'm watching T Jump's live things, and I'm in the side chat,
Yeah.
and a couple people laugh back at what I say, so I know people are reading my fucking things. So
Yeah.
I'll say, by the way, PayPal Sydney Winston.
Actually,
he
yeah.
needs it.
but Bill, if you watch any intro to T Jump's channel, I made it.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
But did you get any surprise PayPals? They could be from.
No, I don't have PayPal.
I haven't.
and
I haven't checked,
I
but
told him.
I also haven't been notified.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I did it on I think heathens.
Talk heathen.
Skeptic generation.
Oh, I like those guys. Yes.
Yes. Some of these,
Yes, I'll accept them as sponsors for sure.
I do it every once in a while. I just was wondering if it ever worked.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm out there for you, foraging in the world for you.
It's just a matter of time. We either run out of time ourselves, or we achieve our goals.
There it is. If we go Republican in the midterms over here, I may have to go into hiding. So we'll see.
Well,
what
I do you guys have your fingers on the pulse of what's actually happening there and how it's sort of building up to November? Because I
Can
don't.
you really know?
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
Well, Biden was pretty low in his ratings, like in the 30s, 37, but he's up to 42 this time around. And it seems that the trend lines have crossed in favor of the Democrats now. So there may be a chance that we won't lose the Senate and the House in the midterms. And then we'll actually have another 2 years to get stuff done. It'll be great. It would be great. But you know, I'm a left-wing Democrat, progressive. So.
Well, between now and November, we cannot predict how we're going to look, how the world is going to look militarily.
Right.
Then in November, we really just have no idea.
Well, I think it'd be a wonderful thing if Ukraine started kicking Russia's ass a little bit, and we came out in support of Ukraine, and.
But Ukraine's on. But hold on a second. I thought the Russians attacked Ukraine because of the Nazi thing.
Yeah, well, that didn't happen.
Because
go ahead, Rose. Unmute, Rose. Anybody else?
Rose, you're muted.
She started talking and she muted.
Yeah, I know.
But
there she comes.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
go.
No, I was saying about you were saying the left wing, and you ever heard of that saying that the right wing and the left wing is of the same bird?
Yes, I certainly have.
Yeah, no problem with that.
So you got to turn CNN off. You got to turn Fox News off because
you hear that, everybody?
It's about divide and conquer. It's divide and conquer. They're trying to get you to pick a side like there's a team. There is no team. It's us against these people that are trying to just, that are lying to us and destroying the world and fucking up the seas and polluting the skies and polluting the water and taxing us for carbon taxes. Basically, you're paying taxes to breathe. These people are picking a side like that. They give you two choices. Like there's no other choices but left or right. Like if I say, oh, I make it, it's like the illusion of choice. I say, I got apple pie and I got blueberry pie. Which one do you want? It's an illusion of choice because there's pumpkin pie, there's an apple pie, there's a whole bunch of different kind of pies. But I'm not offering that to you. I'm offering you these two. So
that happens in
I'm
third
just
world
saying.
countries. Yeah, but that's not.
It's happening here. It is America.
It is.
It is.
It's become a problem in America, yes, and that's because of first Tea Party and left a right wing.
Well, that got infiltrated. by the
got co-opted,
CIA.
it got advanced, whatever. It became Trumpized. You got this fucking madman Trump, who's just a media star. Idiocracy. Have you seen the movie Idiocracy?
Of course, but I think you're watching too much CNN.
No, I don't watch any of that shit. I watch YouTube and I watch clips. And I mostly watch.
Okay,
I
good.
watch Al Franken talk. I watch Jon Stewart. I watch MSNBC clips usually, and a little bit of CNN. But I never watch anything that Fox puts out, or Trump's new.
Well,
Was it OAN or something?
But see, that's the thing. They create this divide where you're like, oh, you're a Trumper, or you're a left wing, or you're a right wing, and it's all a smokescreen illusion. It's not even about that.
Entertainment. It's all perceived as entertainment.
It is bread and circus. Bread and circuses.
Well, we elected a reality show host, Donald Trump. We elected him as president, and the guy was so obviously over the top, inappropriate, and his temperament was completely wrong. They nailed him. They called it. And Americans, was it Duck County? Americans elected that thing, and he just dismantled everything.
That wasn't the first. That wasn't the first actor. Ronald Reagan was an actor. Arnold Schwarzenegger was an actor, and he was the governor of California. Reagan was the president. They're all actors.
Well,
but the thing,
he was an actor, but Reagan was an executive, a government executive. He knew how to govern. And the same thing with Bush and his fiasco with Katrina and Iraq. But he was the governor.
Well, his dad was CIA.
Yes, this is true. They have a long history of
Head of intelligence. Yeah. I mean, these none of these people have our best interests. None of them.
That's not true.
None of them. It's
No,
not.
that's not true.
Look what's going on in this world.
Look
What's going on.
I hated George Bush, and I realized he's not so
They're
bad.
all.
What we got
I'm
now
just.
is we got greed.
I'm just trying to say the left wing and the right wing is the same bird. There's the heads and tails of the same coin. I'm just trying to say. Don't be. You're a smart guy. You're a smart guy. Obviously, you're a very intelligent man. So, I just wanted to point that out to maybe will you back in a little bit. And these aren't teams. These aren't our favorite soccer teams that we're rooting to win. This is our real lives. These human beings are being affected by these people's, the laws that they're changing and stuff like that. This is heavily affected.
And you will find the leftists and the progressives are the ones that are trying to get stuff done to take care of people.
No, they're not. They're destroying just as much as the right. They're both destroyers. They all have their agendas. But they make you think that they're making it better. They're not making it better. Look how much more in debt we are.
How much more in debt we are.
It's not. It's
I don't know.
$33 billion to Ukraine. That's none of our business. We're not the, we're not the world police. Well, not just the money, but that does affect us. And then the gas prices, or you know how much gas is where I live? It's like $8 a gallon.
$8 a gallon?
Okay.
That's what you get for driving a car instead of using public transit.
I don't drive a car. I don't drive a car. I'm just telling you that's how much it is at the pump. There's people that do have cars. But what I'm saying is, and the food, the prices have soared. And then Biden tried to say, oh, the gas prices went up because of Putin. No, the gas prices were up way before you even created that war. We could have just minded our own business and let Russia and Ukraine work that shit out by themselves. Neither one of them are part of NATO. That's none of our business. Let them deal with it. But instead, we have to poke our nose into every single thing around the world. Anyways, I digress. I really like you, though.
I'm sorry. They're both part of the same bird, but that bird is us. And I got stuff. People think people should be able to make money and be lucrative or rich, but within perspective. And I don't think that we should go over the top in enforcing a political correctness. And some of this woke stuff is a little bit over the